we're a UK-based but very global esports organisation. We work with publishers, sports rights holders and commercial brands to create esports solutions that make a difference. We've just come off a panel about the future of UK esports and whether it is indeed coming home, and I think the general consensus of opinion is that UK esports is in a very healthy state. It continues to grow, and it's growing in a very balanced, very exciting way. So, not only are there more tournaments being operated for people to take part in, but more brands and more publishers are starting to bring their major tournaments to the UK, which is an incredible endorsement about the fans that we have here, and the talent that we have here, and the appetite that exists in the UK for major esports tournaments to take place. So Gfinity is a UK-based esports organisation. We've recently just launched the Elite Series in Australia, which went very, very well. And there's an appetite for that brand to kind of grow into different international markets. But part of one of the other strands of our business is to operate tournaments on behalf of other people, games publishers, and we've been operating those around the world for quite a few years now. So even though we're UK-based, our footprint very much is global, and that growth will continue in the right way. So we'll always continue to operate tournaments where our partners want us to, and then as we look to kind of evolve brands like the Elite Series and where we take them, we'll just make those sensible decisions as the time is right. As esports content improves, you're starting to see a kind of tip of the hat, if you like, to the way that more traditional sports broadcasts are produced. So, graphically they're stronger. Some of the sort of profile and feature pieces that are supporting the live gameplay are much stronger. The way that talent are kind of calling the games and analysing the games can be kind of you can look at sort of traditional sport and see a lot of similarities, but I don't think that's in a bad way. I think it's still very much esports broadcasts have their own identity, but the production quality is definitely lifting and going in the right direction, and as that happens, you are going to see some similarities between the two, but not to the detriment of kind of esports and its own identity. Well, one of the toughest things to do in this industry is keep up with what's happening. It's ever changing, it changes direction really, really quickly. All of a sudden games blow up out of nowhere and you kind of have to make a decision, do you want to be involved or not? So we have a very clear idea about strategically what's going to be the right next step for Gfinity, and obviously we have some plans as we've done since our inception, and we'll stick to those, and I'm sure there'll be some sort of tactical changes along the way as we do some exciting stuff, but it's a little bit of a non-answer, which I know is frustrating, but we have some major plans, some exciting announcements, and loads of good stuff happening. So we'll continue to do our part and make the UK esports scene a very, very interesting place. ESI London is a great opportunity to network. It's a great opportunity to be at the forefront of the conversation. As we sit as probably the leading UK esports organisation, I think it's very, very important that we're helping educate and guide the thinking, and start to feed back the kind of things that we've learned along the way, and the kind of trends that we're spotting, and the kind of things that are happening at the coalface, if you like, for want of a much better phrase. So it's a great opportunity to be able to talk to an audience who are interested in how esports is developing. They may be coming at it for the first time, they may be experienced, but the ability to be able to get a room of people together, all with a collective passion, all willing to listen to each other to understand how they could do things a little bit better so that the collective growth occurs, I think it's a really valuable opportunity. So it's a great event, and I'm sure everyone will find it as successful as we have. I think the way that ESI is looking to expand its own footprint into the industry is really, really exciting. We'd love to obviously stay part of the conversation, and I'm sure you'll see our attendance at many more of these events to come. Go to gfinityesports.com. You can contact us via that website there.